Hey friends, Erica here from Highway49RC. Thank you to my patrons and channel members for making this video possible. I appreciate you guys a ton. Welcome back to part 2 of the crawler course remodel. Springtime is here. Figured it'd be a good time to give the crawler course a bit of a refresh. Last time we got this place completely deforested. Brian got to work on some awesome rock features, and I began digging out another trench. Now today what I want to work on is, along with continuing this trench and maybe extending it over to that one, I also want to build a retaining wall in the back corner here. In between episodes I did go to Home Depot. I got some 1/2-inch rebar to hold up the retaining walls that I'm planning on building. So I want to have a walkway that goes along the fence here, you know, just about yay wide for me to be able to, you know, walk back into the corner, and then along there as well, probably no more than, I don't know, 2 feet wide-ish. I've scratched out in the dirt a little more clearly where the walls are going to be. This center inner chamfer is going to be open, so it's going to kind of be like a bit of a dirt hill that comes out from the 2 retaining walls, and then the whole thing obviously is going to be like an L shape. It's going to be 2 fence boards high here, basically works out to 3 there because of the slope of the dirt. For the transition to the rope bridge, I'm not quite sure what the plan's going to be yet, because bear in mind that's going to be like 1 fence board higher. Like, that's a lot of elevation and not a lot of space, like linear distance. It's not very much. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is adjusting how this rope bridge sits. So I think I'll probably I'll cantilever out a little bit farther so the end of it is out here, so that it gives us a little more linear distance between the center of the waveform to the retaining wall, so there's just more distance, so it's not as steep of an angle, you know? I think that's probably gonna work. If not, the other option is to do a lower sort of rope bridge ramp, I don't know what, up into the tree here, up into the center, and then spiral around this tree post and up to the rope bridge. I'm gonna go grab my tools and get to work. With that, a couple hours later, our retaining wall dirt box is done. For those eagle-eyed viewers out there, you'll notice that I did something slightly different than I have in the past on my other retaining walls. And that is that I have added corner cleats that I've screwed in from both sides to hold the corners together. And this was after noticing that over time, the dirt really started to push apart. This corner in particular, you can see that the dirt has really started to just push this wall out. So what I need to do on this corner is dig it out and put a post in there to help support it. And that was the main change that I implemented on this new retaining wall box, which everything is really nice and level, really happy with it. Matched out the slopes of the dirt really well. Stakes went in without fainting this time, so that's good. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. But next is to fill it with dirt. That's a lot of freaking dirt. I mean, that's probably what? Maybe 2 cubic yards? Maybe? Yeah, probably about 2 cubic yards of dirt. That's a lot of freaking dirt. So, considering that the sun is now over there, and there's now shade over here where the hole is, I'm going to get to digging. Alright, so I am filthy. I am tired, but I have done so much digging, it is unreal, and I think I am really close to breaking through underneath this massive root. I mean, I've been digging through so much rock, it is ridiculous. I mean, this is one of the pieces that I pulled out. Absolutely insane. Been doing a lot of it with my hands because it's just kind of like a little jigsaw puzzle. Like, you just start pulling little pieces out and everything else starts crumbling around it. I mean, shoot, at this point you might as well call me Dynadigits, right? You know, dynamite digits. But I'm gonna put you guys down in the hole because I think I'm really close, and I'm gonna go to town with the digging bar from the other side. Hopefully I can get a shot of breaking through for you guys. Long enough, I'd reach the tripod and pull you guys through, but my arm is literally not long enough. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did it. That is freaking insane. We've got a tunnel underneath that massive tree root. That is just gnarly. And I think there's going to be enough space to widen it and deepen it to fit a crawler under it. Oh my gosh, that is so much more work. But we did it! Woohoo! I'll tell you what, that was quite the digging montage and quite the amount of rock that we managed to pull out of the tunnel. This here is one of said rocks. Pretty good size. Well, if I don't fall in. That's another one. Pretty much all of this you see right here, this like, that all came out of this, which is freaking insane. But look at what it looks like now. Like, isn't this such a freaking cool tunnel? This is gonna be awesome. Yeah. So obviously we have a massive tree here, and I've just tunneled under a massive root. The largest root that I have currently cut through is as big as my pinky finger. I've done my very best to work around all of the major roots and not cut any of them, because obviously we're tunneling under like the main thing that's holding the damn tree up, which is probably not the greatest idea, but at least I'm doing it consciously. There may need to be one cut. I'm limiting myself to one large-ish one, and that's probably going to be this one right here, or that one, this guy right here. I might cut either one of those. I'm not sure which. Kind of depends on how this side of the tunnel ends up working out, because my crawler fits through the entire way, which is great, but this side is a little bit snug, so I need to like widen it out just a little bit and kind of fine tune it, but that's for another day, because I am freaking sick of digging. What you did just see me doing at the end of those time lapses was preparing these retaining walls to be reinforced. So I dug out the corners here so I can put some 2x4s or some sort of wood thing in there, push these back a bit and help support those up a bit. That was so much stupid freaking bullshit with the bottle jacks, but eventually we got the retaining wall straightened back up. I was able to, on this portion, use a bottle jack and some sketchy stuff against the tree, and then for this side of it I was able to kind of dig some little footings in the ground. It was a very, very multi-stage process, but it worked, and it actually looks pretty good now. It's actually nice and straight up and down. And also, this corner is no longer all splayed out like it was before. So, I say, hello tree. We did a pretty good job. This side though may need to get readjusted because of the tunnel, but I'm not quite sure about that yet. I think that middle stake actually poked through down underneath. So that's a little bit of an issue, but I guess we're gonna have to maybe give it a year and see what the erosion does, and then if we need to pull that wall off and make it like the full depth all the way down to the bottom of the tunnel, I can. That's a lot of work though, but for now, looking good. And I'm going to move on to the retaining wall back by the fence. I want to do a retaining wall, since this has kind of turned into the retaining wall episode. I want to do a retaining wall along this grade right here. So basically paralleling up with the edge of the box that we made up there, and follow it down this grade and then backfill against it. thus concludes another 12-hour day of crawler course shenanigans. I have finished this retaining wall along the back of the fence here, and it looks absolutely splendid. I am so thrilled. It makes this whole back corner just look so much better. I also added this little front retaining wall here just to kind of help level everything out a bit. Looks real nice. Put some rocks around just to kind of shore up the dirt a little bit. Then at the end of the walkway here, which honestly needs some pavers or something, put a few deck footings as a step up. And then Brian came over this evening and finished up his rock garden of Tetris rock garden, and it all looks really, really nice. I like the way that he got all the rocks kind of around the base of the ramp here, and to be fair, you could probably kind of get on the ramp going around the corner here, so that's kind of cool too. And then he is currently working on, well, what are you currently working on?
In lieu of the little wooden ramp here, I'm gonna see if I can build a similar Tetris rock garden, but a little higher. So you can either hit it head on straight up into the box up in the top here, or come out of the pit of death, doom, and destruction and try to round out here and try to have it kind of have this curvature here, filling from about here, and just have a little fun thing to climb your way on up there. So yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Also, the dirt here is just rocks.
Yeah, there is no dirt.
It's just rocks. The dirt is a lie. Dirt is a lie. It's roots and rocks.
100%. That's all it is. And of course,
my hat goes off to you for doing that, because holy, you know what, that's a lot of digging.
Yep, that is
not dirt.
That is our other accomplishment for today, is tunneling through all that rock underneath that root, and we finally have a crawler-sized tunnel. Still need to do a little bit more fine-tuning on it, but I am so beat that
and a crawler will make it through one way.
That it will. He brought his crawler over and he was able to get it through one way. He also did a little bit of testing out on the rock garden.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be mostly traversable with minimal high centers, so.
Good. Oh my gosh. So, with that, we have made a ton of progress today. Thank you guys so much for watching part 2 of the spring crawler course revamp. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a big fat thumbs up. If this is the first video that you have seen by me, make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you're looking forward to the next episode. And also give us some ideas of anything you would want us to build. I know on the one of the previous crawler course build series, I got some great suggestions from people, so let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. And if you want to keep up with what I'm working on the side, head over to my Instagram or my Discord server. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member or join my Patreon. Links, of course, are always in the description. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.
The dirt is a lie.
There is no dirt.